Once there was a boy living in a small town. One summer, he visited his grandfather during the holidays. They spent a lot of time together, and one day the boy said to his grandfather, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to be a successful person. Can you tell me how to become successful?" His grandfather nodded and took the boy with him to a nearby nursery. There he bought 2 small plants, and they returned home. Grandpa planted one in a pot inside the house and the other outside. "Which of these 2 plants do you think will grow better?" asked Grandpa. The boy thought for a moment and said, "The plant inside will grow better because it's safe from all dangers, while the one outside is at risk from things like strong sunlight, storms, rain, and animals." Grandpa smiled and said, "Let's see what happens in the future." 4 years later, the boy came to visit his grandfather again. Seeing him, the boy said, "Grandpa, last time I asked you how to become successful, but you didn't give me an answer. This time, you have to tell me." Grandpa smiled and said, "Sure, but first, let's look at the plants we planted a few years back." With that, Grandpa took the boy to where they had planted the potted plant. They saw that it had grown, but remained relatively small. Then Grandpa showed him the plant growing outside, which had faced many challenges, yet had grown large and strong. Grandpa smiled and said, "Yes, the plant outside faced many challenges, but that helped it grow. It had the freedom to spread its roots as far as it wanted. Problems like storms and heavy rain made its roots even stronger. Today it's so sturdy that a small storm can't harm it, while the plant we kept inside stayed small and weak because it didn't face the harsh sun or heavy rain." Grandpa then looked at his grandson and said, "Remember, my boy, unless you struggle and go through difficulties in life, you won't achieve success. If you make only comfortable choices, you won't grow as much as you could. But if you're ready to face challenges, then no goal will be out of reach. So, never see problems as obstacles. See them as stepping stones towards success." The boy took a deep breath and looked at the tree, with his grandfather's words echoing in his mind. The obstacles we consider as enemies in life actually make us stronger and more successful. If we look at our lives, we often face challenges and difficulties that sometimes make us lose courage. But this story of the 2 plants teaches us not to fear challenges, but to embrace them as opportunities to learn and grow. Like the plant outside, which faced natural hardships but also had the freedom to spread its roots and grow stronger. And that's how it transformed.